That is good banter. And away we go, Timmy.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Good Banter podcast. Woo!
Oh yeah, mate.
Woo! What a
How you feeling after the weekend, mate? You up? You down? You're sort of in the middle?
It's like a premiership hangover. We've had the extreme highs, and unfortunately, what goes up must come down. And it just feels like you feel like you played a video. There's video games where you get all that way, but if you lose, you go right back to the start. I feel like we're back to the start.
It's a bit like that. It's a bit like that.
But what a fucking live,
great fun arvo, mate.
It was huge. If anyone there didn't enjoy it, I didn't see them because everyone seemed to be enjoying it.
Maybe during my Buddha's Warehouse garage story, a few of them zoned off a bit, I reckon.
No, it was a good opportunity to grab a drink break. It was a good story. It was a great story.
I got, those stories where it was probably more a tell your mates kind of story because I thought, it's probably not too bad. But then I reckon about 20 seconds in, I go, I'm in a bit of trouble here. How do I tell this story without just making myself sound like an absolute prick?
Well, it's tough because it's grown men telling stories from when you were younger. So what do we? If
that was 12 years ago for me.
Yeah. So are you judging?
So I've changed.
Are you judging the person telling the story, or are you judging the person that did the actions back there? Because they're two different people. They are two different people. So
more mature now, mate.
Oh, absolutely. But I told a story on the Patreon that I'm seriously. I don't think it should see the light of day.
We might have to double check.
Have to double check that because that was a bit crook.
She was right.
She was a bit. Again, another one that I've told 100 times before, but it's not until you're telling it in front of a room full of people that you're like, you know what, this is...
Start getting a bit self-conscious.
Yeah.
When it's going to be recorded, and when it's with mates, it's like, they love that shit. But there's some people who, even though they have come with us on the journey, there's a few of them who could probably jump off really quick.
Yeah, like I was thinking we might get a spike from the live show, but we could just as well have a drop-off.
I reckon we could, mate.
People might have seen our true colours there. We'd had a couple of beers, we'd loosened up, and the big difference is, like, we sit here and we you talk shit and there's no pressure and it's just pretty relaxed vibe. But on stage, you've got your stand-up comedian hat on, and if you don't get a laugh in 20, 30 seconds, you feel like you got to do something. Well, I
must admit that. Yeah, sorry, you go.
Well, that's what they reckon. Why Sam Newman? They used to always say this when I worked at the Footy Show. Why he used to get in so much shit. If he felt the show was bombing,
he'd just do something.
He'd just fucking come back with blackface or just make a rank comment, or he just really felt the pressure that each week had to be memorable. And he wasn't thinking about the people at home. He was thinking about the 250, 300 people in the audience. He wanted them to go home with something memorable. Unfortunately, sometimes he probably should have just let it be a bit of a slower ep. But
anyway, that's the entertainer, that's the comedian in you.
You can't take that out of him.
Because I must admit, to be honest, I thought because we teed it up with Maury to do the intro, we've written it all down, and we thought, this is going to be like, Hulk Hogan entering the Royal Rumble or something like that. This is going to be massive. And I must be honest, when you sort of went up there, I thought
it was a bit flat.
It was a little bit flat.
I
thought that intro. It didn't help that Maury probably
butchered it.
He fucked it up.
He butchered it, but so no, he did. He read.
It was all right.
He read what he was given, but so he read the script he was given. But I must admit, I was expecting that first bit to fucking go crazy. But you sort of, but I don't know whether people didn't hear it or they just didn't find it mildly entertaining, or they didn't join the dots that it was a little trip down memory lane. But either way, she was flat as a fucking tack at the start.
Early on. I think they were trying to work out what was happening as well. They're like, all right.
No one knew what to expect.
We listened to the podcast, and maybe a few of them who hadn't met us in person go, oh, fuck, they're really uglier in real life.
Even more ugly.
They are.
Yeah. But,
that's why no one's watching the YouTube.
No.
We got heads like fucking Robber's dog.
Not real easy on the eye, but anyway. But there was a few standouts, and we'll just run through it, guys. It was a few people. It was great to finally meet Benny the Duffield, who of course had
died 3 times.
Died 3 times, and so we got the full story of that. Caught up with his mates and his lovely partner, and it was just I didn't realise at the time he married and had a couple of kids.
I think
did we mention that?
We may have mentioned it, but when you meet his, I think they're married. Yeah, Katie, his wife, and you see photos of the kids and that, you go, Jesus Christ, like this is
quite serious stuff.
If you're someone who maybe doesn't have kids or just floats around by yourself,
by all means, drop dead.
It doesn't matter if we lose you, but you got kids and a family and a wife.
People relying on you.
Yeah.
So it was great to see him up and about, and he's what was his mate's name?
Cam.
Great guy. His lovely partner was there as well.
Yep.
And so she's obviously a good sport. She's spent her Sunday arvo driving from Wodonga back to Melbourne and back again, and just joining the dots. I think she was doing a fair bit of the driving.
Yep.
So yes, he told a lovely story just about how much Ben appreciated us mentioning him in the pod.
Yeah, well, Cam he actually ducked over to my place before Christmas, and he dropped over the Heart and Co. Jen and Cam do the Heart and Co. candles. Yeah.
Now it's all coming together.
Yeah, so we had a
okay.
couple of beers, and it was great. Great to catch up with him before, and it was great to see him and all the crew on Sunday.
Yeah, great to see them all going well and alive, most importantly.
Yes.
And we had the old Pickles down there.
Volunteer
Pickles, and I know
firefighter.
Pickles will be listening to this. Pickles,
I don't know if Pickles. I hope he got home all right. Pickles. He because early on we said, if you want to go have a beer, feel free to stand up, go to the bar while the podcast is on.
Yeah, we're not going to pick on you.
No, within the first half hour, he'd been up 3 times and come back with about 6 VBs. He was
He looked like he had that many fucking stubbies around him. He looked like he jumped in a bloody recycling bin. He was surrounded by VB stubbies, Pickles, and he wasn't in great nick when he got there, to be honest. He'd had a couple of heart starters when he got there. So,
he was going good early.
Yeah, old Pickles. And
he'd come all the way from Woorolloc, which
Yeah.
is there's no fucking public transport out in Woorolloc.
There's no shortcut to. Yes, I don't know how he got home, but he might still be walking home. But old Pickles, if he didn't have a sore head Monday morning, I'll eat my fucking hat, because Pickles was in good form.
Oh, he was in great form.
He was walking around the pub like a fucking zombie by the end. He was
very vocal during the show.
Oh,
well.
yeah.
When we get that out, you'll probably hear Pickles through probably the first bit went for an hour. You probably hear 50 minutes of Pickles heckling.
Yeah. We weren't going to have a special guest. Didn't intend to, but it turns out Pickles was the special guest. He probably had more words than us. But he,
absolutely. Though, his memory of all the shows
phenomenal.
Was fucking Jesus. It was great.
He's the good banter. What do they call the guys at footy clubs?
Statistician?
No, not
historian.
He's the good banter historian. And great guy, Pickles. So I hope you made it home.
Hope you made it home all right, mate.
We had had all the fuckwits from out at Baronia Footy Club. They were
boys.
all in good form. They were, they fire up after a few beers, don't they?
They do.
Yeah.
They do.
Nicest part. I mean, that's goes without saying, really. Most footballers are the same. Love, all polite when they got there and get a few beers, and geez, they were in real good nick.
They were in great nick.
Great nick.
I think it was Shawnee. He told me my fucking story. Is that still going, that fucking story? And I go, it is, Shawnee, it is. And we still haven't found a punchline for that fucking thing. So, yeah, so I love that. That's good banter. That shows that you're part of You're part of it.
Yeah. Geez, they didn't leave you. They don't leave you wondering how you went, the old Baronia boys. They don't mind a bit of fucking feedback, even if you don't ask for it sometimes. No. But so that was great to see the boys. One of them really wanted me my hat, my 76ers hat.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, big 76ers fan. So I had to tell him to go fuck himself. It's my hat. Yeah. But no, great crew, great to see him. Again, we had your mate Bullser.
Bullser was real Jekyll and Hyde stuff. He
probably mostly Hyde, I would have suggested.
Jekyll's bad as well, isn't it? Or
I thought one of them was all right.
Jekyll the
I
quiet
assumed one was all right and one
Well, it
was...
sort of went. It started Jekyll, then went to Hyde. He's getting a bit lippy. Oh,
a bit lippy? Yeah.
A bit lippy, yeah. Because what happened was I booked a... He's coming from Lilydale. We booked a hotel for old Chenzo.
Yep.
And, he fucking made the most of it.
Yeah, he certainly did.
He was getting fucking stuck into anyone who didn't want to hear it.
Anyone within earshot wasn't safe from old Bullser, but thank the good Lord, old Bullser just out of the blue just fell asleep.
Well, what happened was, because Oaksy was there, good mate of ours.
Yep.
Bulls, hey, Oaksy, hey, and I'm like, because Oaksy, his fuse probably isn't as long as ours.
He doesn't suffer fools.
He doesn't suffer fools. And they probably had met at the wedding.
Bullser was an A-grade fucking fool on Sunday. Not at the start.
Not at the start.
Jeez, towards the end.
Yeah, and I started going, yeah, all right, Bullser. All right, mate.
Yep.
And he was sort of just, it was one of those ones where there was no one. He was just punched. I said to Oaksy, I'll just let him punch himself out.
Yeah.
So he sort of just started talking, and in the end, he was in a conversation on his own with. I think he thought someone was there, but there was no one there.
And then he
got sick of his own shit because he fell asleep.
He talked himself to sleep, which is an unbelievable effort.
They had to rewire his jaw the next day.
Jesus.
So what happened? Did someone hit you? He said, no, I spoke too much.
God, was he talking some shit? But it was good to see. Good to see him.
Chenzo.
Good to see him enjoying himself.
A few of them, just you could tell. Someone said the girls from Sydney, Joe and Susan.
Smoking Joe and Susan,
yeah. And Susan, they said, when's the next one? I said, well, we're going to have to give it, I reckon, about 6 months because there's going to be some blokes who are not going to be allowed out. Yeah. You are not going to the Good Banter live show again because the state you got home in, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it was.
We're going to have
some sore heads. Yeah, so big thanks to the Sydney girls for coming down. That was a great effort.
Huge effort, not the biggest effort though.
No, we had a couple come over. It was a last minute decision, I think. Came over from New Zealand.
New Zealand over the ditch, and after you rip shit on New Zealand, saying it was a shithole, there's nothing to see there. Big Joshy, who got onto our podcast through a mate's podcast, another comedian, Dave Boyle.
Yep.
Funny man. He does a podcast every day, and he started it almost 4 years ago because he was a fucking piss wreck. He was probably Bullser times 10.
And that's saying something.
That's saying a bit. So he got off the piss, and he's done a podcast every day for 4 years, just talking about his how he's coping, and very, very funny fucking podcast.
Yeah,
he's a funny man.
Yeah,
Josh got onto that and then got onto us through Boyle's podcast. So, and he's made it all the way over.
So that's what everyone says. We've got to do more of the cross-promotion.
Yes.
But no one wants to have us on their pod, so that's the only... that's our biggest issue with the
offers
cross-promotion.
Aren't flying in.
No.
So it's up to you guys out there.
Yeah.
Pump it up, although...
Spread the good word.
Another quick one. I was chatting to Benny Tiffin.
Oh, the Tiff. Yeah, he was good.
Man, he was good. He was good. He wrote the book. We mentioned that. And he said to one of his mates, he said that's siren's just gone off. What's there. That? He said, have a listen to this podcast. Good banner. It's a bloody cracker. I'm going to the live show. Mate, I'll get you a ticket. Do you want to come to the live show? He said, all right. His mate said, I'll listen to the podcast before the live show. And he said, fuck me, what was that? For 45 minutes they spoke about shit and then finished off by talking about cows.
Yeah, well, we never said it was for everyone. We never said, in fact, it's not for many people, I don't think.
No.
But those that do enjoy it, hopefully you continue to enjoy it. So it was just a great crew. We got a couple of shots.
Yeah, we had a couple of wet pussies.
Yeah.
Which, they were. They go down easy, don't they?
I thought it was going to be like something horrific. But they certainly went easy on us. That was nice.
They were nice.
Yeah.
They were nice.
Yep.
So, the wet pussy. And I must admit, it's been a while since I've
had
a wet pussy. So, these things have really dried up.
So,
but I do have to mention, apologies, I didn't do this on the day. Carly Carly hit me up and said her husband Tobes. This is the message I got.
Okay,
boys. Me and the hubby are coming to see you guys talk shit and fart a lot on Sunday, Arvo.
Oh, were they there?
They were there.
Okay.
They were there. My husband Toby loves you in capital letters. And that says a lot. Not much excites him these days apart from grass, literally. And this good banter you do. I'm coming along to get away from our 5 children for a couple of hours. If you could please
5 kids.
talk to Toby during the show. Get him to talk, embarrass him, ask him about the grass. I don't even care. Just say, hi, Tobes. How are you?
And you didn't do any of this.
Fuck. I had it there. I should have done it while my story was taking it up the arse. I should have bloody... Yeah, so here's what I'll do. Make sure I make eye contact with you on Sunday. I'll give you incredible...
Did she do that?
Well, I couldn't really... See, there are only a few girls close up.
Yeah, there are only about 4 girls,
there are only
in, the
four
room,
girls
so,
in the whole
yeah,
crowd.
It shouldn't have been too hard to work out. She was obviously one of those.
She said she had the pink glasses, like a wanker, so you won't miss me. But apologies, Carly. It bloody slipped me bloody mind.
Did you talk to her?
I didn't. Well, that was the other thing.
Not on the show, but at any stage?
No, well, after the show.
Might have just lost a couple of listeners there, mate.
Oh, no. I did send her a message and apologise that I didn't
okay,
speak
that's
to
good.
Tobes.
Yeah, good.
Oh, don't worry. Everyone who hit me up, I've sent them emails, I've sent them flowers, I've sent them lots of stuff, money.
Yeah.
And, but the reason, it took us a while to bloody get out because the old rubber joke, mate, that joint.
She was a little understaffed.
She was a little understaffed.
Understaffed and understocked in the old fridge department. 10 taps, 9 of them were fucking empty kegs by the end of it.
I don't know. Does anyone know how to change a keg in that fucking joint?
I've never run a pub before. I'm not going to claim to have, but I would have thought a pretty simple system would have been you got 10 beers on tap. You've all of them hooked up, obviously, to the keg. And you have another keg ready to go.
Usually you would.
So when one runs out, you got another one to go. Yeah. Some of the more popular beers,
can you go? That keg's out. Can you go change it?
It's not like, that's out. Next time we go shopping, we'll have to get another keg of Carlton Draft.
No, you load them up.
Yeah, you load them up, and even the old beer fridge was.
She was looking real sparse.
Like she'd been fucking robbed by the end of it. It was slim pickings. It was drinking like Coopers and just dog shit.
I think everyone would have woken up feeling like shit because they had to drink 8 different fucking beers.
Yeah, no one had the same beer twice.
Everyone's going off the pail. And, what am I on now? Oh, you're on a Great Northern. Oh, Great Northerns are out. Now I'm going to draft. What are you? Oh, I'm going to Japan now. I'm having an Asahi.
Yeah, I had a couple of Asahis.
Now I'm in Holland. I'm having a Heineken. Jesus Christ, I was drinking fucking Heineken Zeros by the end of it just to get something down me gullet.
I was having bourbon and fucking orange juices by the end. Just anything we could fucking throw together. But fortunately, as a rule, Bantitos aren't the fussiest of people and not overly judgmental or picky, so they were happy to drink any old dog shit, which they did.
Yeah.
So, all right. So, we... hopefully next year we're still kicking strong, and I can't see why we wouldn't do another one. That was good fun.
That was good fun.
I think the Dunny was.
The Dunny was good. I must admit, and this will all for people who weren't there. I'm starting to transition, mate.
To balls to
front. Yeah, balls to ass.
Yeah, balls to ass.
Balls to ass, because that was the one thing we had spoken about. How you wipe, and apologies for anyone we're going shit talk again.
Yeah. So for those that weren't there, which is obviously a large percentage of you, we bought a toilet, went down to Bunnings, bought a full toilet.
$128.
$128. So
piece of shit.
The shitter you could possibly get. We had it on the stage, and I acted out a shit and also how I wipe my ass. And everyone was sort of like, oh yeah, pretty standard. And then Evan got up and did his little bizarre little fucking routine, his little charade.
Because I thought when I put it out there on the Instagram, I thought it was sort of 50-50.
Yeah, that was the vibe I got.
Who wipes back to front, front to back. And, fuck me, on the obviously those people who voted back to front
they weren't
Instagram,
there.
They were not fucking there. I felt like a fucking leper.
Yeah,
they really show
just
to a point where I go, I've got to reassess my life here.
Just the noise But when you started doing yours, it was just, what is he doing? This guy's
horrific.
a fucking fruitcake.
Yeah.
And old Pickles had a good point. He said, couldn't you go one white one way and
One
white
wipe the other.
way?
Yeah.
Always
Thinking, Pickles.
always sitting on the fence, always the peacekeeper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, maybe it's a thing, though. I must admit, because it's sort of like you've got to change. When you've been doing something for so long, it's like parting your hair one way. And, well, this obviously doesn't apply to you, but
No.
the people with hair, you part it one way, and then to try and you sort of get the natural part where the hair, and if you try to part it the other way, it's like it's bloody a nightmare, and it's all uncomfortable. Your hair's going a different way.
Well, that's a little bit different because I think you have a actual physical
natural part,
and that's like it's a part of the human body, whereas wiping from your shit onto your balls is just a weird thing to do.
But you do have to change the technique.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I must admit I'm a little bit sore in the right-hand side because I've been leaning over a bit more.
Okay, how many shits you doing?
Oh, well, I've done 10 today. So,
Okay.
yeah, I'm a bit red down there.
Good stuff. So the shitter, we're about to walk out the door because it was definitely money well spent. I think the shitter demonstration was a popular part of the show, as you'd expect. But as we were walking out the door, the owner of the pub, Maury, said, "Boys, you got to take that shitter with you." And I don't know if anyone here's left a pub and had to take a shitter with them. So
you can't just throw them in your backpack.
No, it's not a chuck it on your shoulder. And the Uber driver would also, there's not a little tab on the app that says you'll be taking a shitter home with you. So fortunately, there was a shopping trolley out the front. So we just chucked the old shitter on the shopping trolley, wheeled it down the street, and just
let it rip.
Did a fucking ghosty down the street, and it disappeared into the moonlight.
Into the night.
It was a beautiful sight seeing that $126 shitter just disappear, heading towards Kings Way, probably heading in the casino to leave a trail of broken hearts.
That's it. Maybe a few people just racking up off the toilet lid there.
It's not every day you see a shitter in a trolley flying solo down a street.
No, it's good.
Sight for sore eyes.
It's good times.
The best. So plenty to talk about.
Have you bounced back, mate? What's going on?
Plenty.
Did you go to the? We've had Anzac Day. Did you?
We had Anzac Day.
Did you go to the dawn service?
Didn't go to the dawn service.
Okay.
No, the boys. We'll take them in the next couple of years, I think. Just have a little bit of a sleep in.
Yep.
I
went to the dawn service. Mornington.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. Oh, mate, it was great.
Good on you.
Because I'm one of those guys who I'm going to the dawn service, and then that alarm goes off, and she starts. The snooze button gets hit pretty regular. Oh, I'll go next year.
Yeah.
No, fuck it. I've messed up on the Sunday after the live pod.
So it wasn't till Tuesday.
It wasn't till Tuesday, but
so you got your sleep in Monday. What time did you rise Monday?
No, it's about 8. I couldn't really sleep.
No, trouble.
It might have
sleeping.
been the 3 Dexies.
Yeah, could have been.
Took off you.
Could very well have been.
Jeez, I don't know. Yeah, they're not bad, are they?
They just put a bit of a fire in the belly. Yeah. Nothing over the top. No, you're not trippy tark or anything. Just a bit.
It sort of felt a bit warmer though. Felt a bit warm.
Yeah.
Through the body.
Yeah, you might have pissed yourself.
Yeah, I think I did.
Yeah. So dawn service. Yeah, it's a pretty special moment. The whole day. Geez, it's a good day.
It is good.
Yep.
It is.
Tell you, I'm watching the footy, and this is something. Fuck. Tell me what you think about this.
I will.
Oh, you watch the footy in the 80s, the 90s, the 2000s, and this isn't Anzac Day. This is footy in general. You watch the guys walking out of the race.
Yep.
Out into the game, and I've actually got a big poster on my wall at home of Bucks leading his
signed by Mick Malthouse.
Yeah, signed by Mick Malthouse, leading the boys out. I think it was a 2002 granny, and just fucking the looks on their face, like it is. They are going to war. It is a mission.
When you walked onto that stage, the rubber chook stage on Sunday.
They've got a fucking job to do.
Yep.
But you look at the guys these days, they fucking and I think it was Richmond that started. I remember who's the little guy that had the little little funny little guy that kicked that amazing goal.
Jack Higgins.
Little Jack Higgins. They used to get him out there and he used to tell a joke. At the
Yeah.
huddle. They'd all be laughing and it happens now. Like even Collingwood, I love the Pies, but they walked out. They walked out of that race like you'd see someone walking out a fucking revolver. Like they were fucking laughing and yahooing and their arms around each other and
chewing their face off.
Yeah. Buddy, just really.
I think Fly's brought that in.
I think it was before Fly.
Okay, all right.
Because most clubs are doing it now. But even when he did that, when they were doing that, you look over at Nick Dacos and he had his game face on. He had his game face on. I just think it's gone a bit too far, the old fucking having fun walking out the race.
No, I think especially when how much they're getting paid, the supporters are there. I mean, yeah, all right, football's meant to be fun and whatever, but just show a bit of, come on, this is a big day.
You just want to, yeah. I don't like it.
I don't like it. Do you reckon it's because I've got a theory where I can't really get into like I can't have football players as heroes because they're too young. Like, so I look at Nick Dacos, and great player, but you're fucking 19. 22, mate. Or 19. Yeah. Like I can't be one of those guys with like Nick Dacos' number on my Collingwood jumper.
So who are your heroes now?
I don't have any. My heroes are all dead.
Well, it's pretty depressing. It's
But I can't. Even the young Sydney guys who I sort of follow, and even the NBA players, I'm like, I can't look up to them because they're in their 20s. Like,
okay, that's fairly shallow, I reckon.
You reckon?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just because you're older than someone doesn't mean you can't.
Oh, I'm saying
you respect their work.
I do respect their work, but it's
if
not.
They walked like if bloody Steph Curry or
I'd go
if Buddy Franklin, if he walked in a room now, would you get the jitters? Would you feel a bit nervous?
I'd go. Oh, that's Buddy Franklin. It's not like when I was younger because I used to be crazy about the footballers and. Friends were on still. I still get the jitters around them, but they're older than me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's certainly interesting.
It's something.
It's something there. Yeah.
But it's like, you sort of look at, the cheer squad. The cheer squad people, they're a bit.
No, they've lost their fucking marbles. if you're in the 2010 Granny, I was probably 3 seats away from the Collingwood cheer squad.
Yep.
And it was
it's a circus in there.
Circus is very generous. It was brick walls. The only difference between that and a mental asylum was brick walls. Like it was a fucking loony fact. There were people running around. It was insane.
Well, I think once all the mental asylums, all those joints shut down, I said, "Oh, yeah, go join the cheer squad.
Go join the. Can you tape crate paper together?
Just give it a go.
You got yourself a job every Saturday.
Yep.
Yeah, so that was good stuff.
I think I might have mentioned this. My mate Fraze, he takes his young fella Jacko, who he might be 9 or something now.
Yep.
And at one stage he's at the Collingwood game. They're not far from the Collingwood cheer squad, and instead of watching the game, Jacko was obsessed by these mental asylum escapees.
Yep.
And they're going off, and Jacko looks over and goes, "Dad, one day I want to be in there." And my mate Fraze goes, "Son, aim higher."
Yeah, if that's your goal.
But hey, anyone who's into it, who listens to Good Banter podcast, we love your work. Anyone who doesn't, go back to the mental asylum.
Go back in there. Yeah, it's a real certain type of person. A lot of built up anger.
Yeah.
They seem
like that guy who threw the ball away. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Collingwood?
Yeah,
fan?
Collingwood. Yeah.
What do you reckon? Flog or good on you, buddy?
Look, it was probably a little bit unnecessary. But he had the last laugh. What's his name? Langford? Had the last. Fuck, he can play.
Yeah, he's come
I
good.
always start him down the back line.
And I must admit, Josh won't like this because he said, Josh from New Zealand.
Oh, yeah.
He said, mate, once you start talking AFL, I deal with it. But
okay.
He's like, give me more shit stories.
Okay, well. So,
anyway.
Yeah, well, mate, I'm sure that Langford for Essendon has, shit himself at some stage. So there you go, Josh. A little something for you, mate. All right, I got a big one.
Talk to me.
Okay, so a little while back, I got approached from a company called Big Dog Clothing. Big Dog Clothing. Big Dog. So they do sports attire, sports clothing. And
right up your alley.
Right up my alley. I love me sport and I wear clothes. So, it's
And you're a big dog.
And I'm a big dog. I've got a dog and we don't see eye to eye. So, Anyway, so they've said, how about we'd like to use you to advertise. You're
Influencer.
Influencer. Look, influencer is a big word, but yes, they would like me to be an influencer. And as usual, I've got fucking zero negotiating skills. So they were ready. I think they were ready to really pay up. And the deal I ended up getting, could not have got a worse deal, I don't reckon. But I mean, I got 10 jackets.
Oh, jeez. I mean, you've got one for every day of the week, plus you can go into next week 3 days.
Yeah, so I've got 10.
You can never have enough
10
jackets.
identical jackets.
Great.
And that's basically it. And I promote this competition.
What's on the jacket?
So they're club colours. So I've got Caulfield Bears. Yeah.
Oh, that's good when you go down to 5 games this year.
Yeah. So I'll be able to change jacket every 10 minutes. And so my idea was, look, I could make money out of this, but how about we support the club? I'll get 10 jackets and I'll give them to the club. They can sell them so that these things, you buy them off them for $140. So
Jesus.
I think,
So we're not talking about some shitty faux leather jacket. What are these things made of?
Well, they've got leather sleeves.
Bullion.
The old bomber jackets. You know the old bomber jackets? Sort of the woolen front, the leather sleeves, quite big in the 70s, I would have said. But there's sort of that retros, what's old is new again. Anyway, so so I get the 10 jackets valued at $1,400, give them to the club. They sell them maybe for $200, make a couple of grand. I get jack shit. Obviously, I keep a jacket, and they run a competition on my page where what you've got to do, I did a big post, and each club has got to go on there, tag their club, just say tag Wodonga Bulldogs, and at the end of a week, so this coming Friday at 10 p.m, whatever tag, just say it's Wodonga Bulldogs, it might be Yarrawonga, but the Baronia Hawks, whatever tag has the most likes, they win 10 jackets.
Oh, Jesus. That is big.
It's a good competition.
It's a great competition.
I sort of wasn't sure how to go, but if I had have known it was going to go as well as it should have, as it did, I would have asked for a bit more coin, because this thing has gone fucking nuts. So there's 630 tags, and there must be thousands of likes. So because some of the clubs are up to like 350 likes.
Yes.
So clubs are really going about it the right way. They want to win these 10 jackets. So they're getting onto their supporter groups and come in and help us with this comp. So anyway, we're about 24 hours into this comp, maybe not even that. It's fucking going off, this comp.
And what's your phone? Because I've never been at a point where I'm getting that many likes. And is your phone just going bing?
No, I switch off.
Switch off
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, you switch off with a lot of stuff.
Yeah. So, but I know, you check it, and once it's sort of going nuts, I'm like, oh fuck,
it's doing its own work.
It's doing its own thing. No biggie, whatever. And then I get start getting a couple of messages from people, and I'm driving to Ballarat, so I can't check the messages, but I start hearing the phone going bing bing, and then I get a FaceTime Messenger phone call.
Oh, so someone's fucked up.
So someone's
FaceTime's always like,
so you can pretty much call anyone.
You can call anyone.
Can you call anyone, can't you? With FaceTime,
if you got through Facebook.
Facebook, yeah.
Oh, anyone who's your friend, you can call. Maybe anyone who's not your friend as well. That's interesting.
It's dangerous.
It is.
No, not really. You just don't answer.
No.
Anyway, so there's two people I've never even fucking heard of have rung me in pretty quick succession. And I said, this is weird. This is weird. And it's starting to ping and pong. And anyway, so, and then I get a phone call from Scott Kennedy.
Scott Elephant.
Yeah, exactly. Scott Elephant. So he has called me. I didn't answer because I was driving. Could have got on I don't know what happened. I think I was on the phone. Anyway, so here's...
Well, you better hope so.
You know,
Otherwise,
I don't know who the fuck I was.
Scotty
Anyway.
Elephant's not going to like this.
Yeah, so I assume I had a very important call, Scotty. So he's messaged... Anyway, so he's messaged, he said, mate, can you call me ASAP? So I've fucking... All right, what's going on here? And I've spoke to him and he goes, mate, I think someone's hacked into your Facebook page. And I said, oh, okay, what's going on? So I've pulled over and I've opened it up and they haven't hacked in. What they've done, and I didn't even know you could do this. Surely Facebook should be on top of this. Someone's made an identical account. Yeah. Identical. So they've called it Tom Siegert Suburban Footballer.
So someone's escaped from the mental asylum.
This
is a good idea.
And thought, I like Tom, I want to be him.
Yeah.
And they've cut and paste or whatever you do. Every picture's exactly the same.
Jeez.
So it looks exactly like me. I thought it was me.
Okay.
And so they've gone in and every single person that has tagged their club, they've come over the top and said, congratulations, you are the winner. Because where that we sort of fucked up with this comp was that the big dog, the club had to pay for postage and handling. So at some stage, a payment was going to have to be made.
And this is where those people overseas in the Nigerian princes and this is where they come in.
This is where they come in.
They're going to...
So they've said, congratulations, please send us through your... As me. Yeah. So they think it's me. And said, please send me through your bank details. Your bank, your transfer. Whatever. Something.
I'll send you.
No, because they would have needed the footy club's bank details.
Have a Dexy.
So, I think they would have just said what they'll do is transfer or give us the bank details and we'll take out $22 for postage and handling, but instead of 22, they would have made it, $5,000 or something.
Okay,
so
that's probably a bit much.
That's a bit much for postage and handling.
Yeah, especially when it's going to take 3 weeks to get there.
You could have bought the jackets, and also considering they weren't the winner.
No. So they did that to everyone,
every single person.
Yeah. So
unless Big Dog were giving away 10,000 jackets.
Yeah, which the comp seems like they're probably not. It's probably not worth that.
No. So it's fuck. And then, so Scott Kennedy, what he said, and this is where they took it to the next level. So these motherfuckers have they've seen, for example, Wodonga Footy Club. All they've got to do is click on that, and that goes to the Wodonga Footy Club's Facebook page. Ooh. And no doubt, because footy clubs want to be contacted. You know, if a footy player wants to play for them, so they all have their phone number and shit. So these motherfuckers are ringing the footy club and saying, congratulations, you've won. Now, do you want to do the transaction
Plus,
now?
I'm a Nigerian prince. Yeah. Have you got any women that I can sleep with?
Yeah. So hedging their bets. So it's fuck. These guys are going fucking crazy, and I didn't know how to stop it. And I'm on the side of the road.
Are you anxiety? What are we talking?
I'm starting to get a bit panicky that people could blame me for.
Yep.
If fucking 10 grand goes missing from a footy club.
That's right.
Yeah, it's hard not. Although it's not me, it would be hard for that footy club not to associate that bad thing with me, considering they did it entering a competition promoted by me, and the money was stolen by someone called Tom Siegert, the suburban footballer.
Yeah. Mate, I must admit, it was a busy day for me having to set up that account.
Yeah.
Anyway, we've got to make money somehow.
You certainly do. The old Patreon's not doing it. So,
yep.
Anyway, so long story short, I was on the look, most people are onto it, saying, yeah, fuck off, mate, rah, rah, which hurt because a lot of them were actually me. I was on the phone to the guy from Big Dog. Luckily, he's a ripping bloke, real tech savvy. So he's saying, mate, you got to fucking block this, slash that, delete that, fucking finger that, jack off that. Yep. And
just a regular Wednesday.
Just a regular Wednesday. So I think I got rid of the most of it. I haven't heard any complaints since.
Is there something where you can go into the other suburban and go, fuck off, you cockhead, I'm going to come and,
Oh, I'm sure you could send them a message.
Yeah.
Because what you can do on Facebook, and I found this interesting, you can block anyone with no friends.
That's why I've been blocked a fair bit, I think.
Yeah, it's certainly not helping you.
No.
Or me. Acquaintances.
Acquaintances.
Yeah. So, you can block anyone with, and a lot of these things have no friends.
Yeah, because they just start up.
No friends, no likes. Yeah, because they're obviously built solely for this purpose. Yeah. So, look, it's a bit of a fucking worry out there. There are people whose sole mission in life is to rip us honest folk off.
Oh, well, I was watching a doco. Funnily you say that. I'd just been watching a doco, and it basically was saying that it's structured like a crime gang, like they're selling drugs or something. There's a top dog, and there's all these tiers down to the, the accounts guys and the money men, and it is literally a fucking criminal organised crime.
It is organised crime.
Like I used to get those ones where they'd pop up and say that the last time I was on a porn site, that they hacked into my laptop, and now they've got a MP4 video of me masturbating. And they said if I don't give them, 10,000 Bitcoin, they're going to send it to all my email contacts. And I just thought, fuck, that's going to save me a lot of time.
Yeah. That works out well.
Works out well, as if I can see everyone.
So there are ones that just help you out.
They help you out.
Yeah, well, that's good.
Yeah, I didn't send the Bitcoin, and everyone didn't get much work after that.
No.
Got a few comments, which is good.
Yeah, good stuff. It's a fucking wild. If you ever looking to kill a couple of hours, get on YouTube, and there's this anti-hacker that he hacks the hackers, and he's got all these little cameras set up, and he can get into their computer because he makes them think.
How little is he?
He's tiny little fella. About the
He's
size
in
of
the computer.
About the size of an ant. He just gets right in there. We're a little fella, but smart as an ox. Smart as an ox. Strong as an ox.
Strong as an
smart
ox.
Sharp as a
butter knife.
Sharp as a butter knife. So he gets some, and they think that he's
their friend.
No, they think they're ripping him off because he plays dumb as dog shit.
Geez, you'd be good at that.
Meanwhile, except I wouldn't have the ability. I'd just get ripped off. I got part of it sorted. So he fucking deletes all their records, and very clever guy. So he get on. No idea.
I'll try and find the link and post it on the.
Yeah, guy at work told me about it. Fuck, it's quite entertaining.
So we're good now. We're sorted.
I think so. No one's. To be honest, I've stopped reading all the comments, but I think their comments. But I know what I'm seeing. I don't know what other people are seeing. Are other people seeing this fuckwit's comments? But you're right. Maybe I should write him a message and go, mate, look, do what you want to do, but just leave us alone.
Yeah. Honesty. Don't threaten him. Just say, mate, this is really.
You seem like a decent bloke.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm certainly not going to judge you on this alone.
Yeah.
We've all done silly things.
Mate, just go get a fucking job as a barista or something, mate. Come on.
So what country? I guess if they're from these fucked up countries, if they get...
I think a lot of them are Europe and that as well. Like, Europe, they're all over. They can be anywhere as long as they got a laptop.
If they're in Europe, why are they chasing the Aussie dollar?
Yeah, it's shit.
Yeah, it's shit ass. I mean, if they're from like some absolute shithole and they get $30, you buy a fucking house.
Yeah.
But they bust their gut for 2 days and get $1,000 from us. They wouldn't be able to buy a fucking carton of milk.
No, but they're just doing that to one person. So
it's a numbers game.
It's a numbers game. Keep going for the more and more fish.
Maybe we should give it a go.
Yeah.
Can we somehow rip the Patreon listeners off?
Well,
I think we already are.
We're doing that. No, thank you to everyone who is on the Patreon.
Oh, 100%.
Appreciate another episode coming out Friday as well.
Oh, seriously?
A little bonus.
What's on that one?
That's talking about your basketball coaching careers in freefall.
Freefall.
You've got to fill out some forms, which...
well, a little update on the basketball. So new season starts Monday.
Have you got a team?
Got a team. Yeah, we've got a couple of boom recruits. So we've lost a couple, gained a couple.
Where'd you kidnap them from?
just went down a local basketball court. There's if you want to see what they look like, there's a picture of them on just about every wall in East Bentley at the moment. Their parents are really fucking freaking out. But the kids have got some ball to play this Saturday. We've got them locked in the gym doing weights and just a bit of three-man weave.
Lovely.
Yeah. And just watching some old NBA or some NBA highlights. So they should be good to go by Saturday. If they're not missing their parents too much, obviously.
No, they'll be right.
Yeah, so a bit of an update. So as you all know, we went 0-18 last season, which wasn't ideal. Get the new draw out. Well, I'll be fucked if we haven't been.
Grade.
We've gone up a grade. So,
you are kidding me.
So I didn't even notice, but one of the mums messaged through and said, "Tom, look, not bloody. You don't want to, obviously got high aspirations for your head."
Is there someone in the committee higher above who you've done something to?
I don't know.
Have you fucked someone over?
I don't know.
They are really trying to fuck your coaching.
I don't know
career.
what you got to do to
go down a few grades.
Down a division, but I don't think our 0-18 warranted what would you call
it? Going up a grade.
Going up a grade.
Yeah.
Relegated and
maybe you're going to have to just start. I don't know. The kids are going to have to start losing arms and get them in the wheelchairs or something, like a wheelchair basket.
Yeah,
I don't know.
something to think about.
Oh, that was weird.
Something to think about.
Yeah.
But so hopefully we'll turn it all around. But there's 4 games of grading, so we don't do what we did last year and played okay in the grading. Yeah, it's the last thing you want to do.
Yeah.
You really want to throw those grading games.
That's it, mate. That is it.
How are we going for time?
No, we're going good. I've got a little one here, mate.
Okay.
I've got a bit of action from the old agent. The agent's been
a bit
sniffing
quiet
around. It's been a bit quiet. Hasn't been much happening on the old acting front. Been for a few auditions. Haven't, or just Zoomed them.
Yep.
When I've done them last minute after a few beers and not gone that well.
No.
For good reason. But anyway, I get an email from my agent. And it sort of CC'd a few of the girls in the office in and go, Evan, mate, do you have... We've got some photos. We've got some 6-year-old photos of you up on our agents. Maybe get them fixed because you're a lot uglier now and you look a lot older and it's a bit hard to picture when you look totally different from your headshots.
Yep,
But
you've turned up to a couple of shoots and everyone has been mortified.
Exactly.
At the head that has turned up.
Yeah, God, is this the same guy?
This can't be it.
This cannot be it. But anyway, got the burnt corn teeth happening, so that's good. But anyway, they said, have you got a show reel? And you've got a comedy show reel?
It's probably about 15 years old.
15 years old.
I wish I could get rid of that, to be honest.
Well,
pretty horrendous stuff.
Yeah, some guy who we got no idea who he is has put it up there.
Yeah, it's weird.
We did a Patreon of that, and that went down like a wrought iron hang glider.
Yeah. People didn't like that sort of stuff.
But show reels are, they're probably not as big for comedians, but then actors.
Very important.
Very important for actors. And I'm an actor, and I use that term very loosely.
Yep.
But I've never done a show reel. I thought there's not enough on there. I can't fucking act, so I don't think I'll do it.
So do you have parts from things you've been in, or do you act just like at home, act parts out? Like, because that wouldn't... Like, imagine just picking favourite bits of your favourite, like...
movies.
Yeah, like pretend you're bloody Luke Skywalker saying, "You're not my father."
Yeah, that was
but
very
obviously
good.
not that good.
Obviously not that good. No, well, that's probably a bit amateur hour, that kind of stuff, unless you got the full setup.
Yeah, okay.
Which I don't. So I've had to go through and I've had to create a show reel. So I'm Googling what makes a good show reel.
Yep.
How long should a show reel go for? Because I didn't want to be that dickhead. Like, I'm with an acting agent. I go, oh, God, how do I do a show reel? They go, who is this Collingwood cheer squad guy we've employed here? So I had a look and I did a bit of research. I said, it's only got to be 1 to 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
Yep.
I mean, you don't want to do 6 minutes. That's getting a bit wanky.
Oh, people don't want to sit through that.
Oh, people do not want to.
No.
So I thought I'll do 2 minutes. And
2 minutes is a good time.
What am I going to put on there? I thought, do I do the sports bet ones? Do I do? Yeah, but I couldn't find them. So I thought I'm going to go with my A grade stuff.
Well, the classic, the cake scene in that fire movie.
The cake scene.
Yep.
I emailed the director. I said, mate, I've got to do a show reel. Is there any chance we can get that cake scene off the cutting room floor.
Yep.
Can you send it to me? That was you're going to have to slice it a bit thicker than that, Dale.
Yeah.
Can we get that on there? I said, no.
It's gone.
Who is this?
Yep.
Leave us alone.
Yep.
Fuck off, mate. No, I went, the first one was Are You Okay?
Yeah, classic.
Yeah,
Classic Hocking.
And it shows a bit of my softer side.
Yeah,
which is something that I think I'm pretty soft.
No, it certainly was a. Actually, I'll be honest, mate, I haven't seen it, but I'm sure it's pretty. Yeah, it really pulls at the heartstrings.
Yeah. So maybe what I'll do after I'll put it up on the Instagram, my show reel.
Oh, please do.
That will get a lot of views.
Yeah.
So I've gone first one. Are you okay?
I don't know if the internet's ready.
Well, this could blow it up.
Yep.
I mean, I know you talk Kim Kardashian's ass.
Other
Big
things.
Dog Clothing Company, Hacking.
Yep.
This could be bigger.
Yeah.
This could be bigger.
This could be
I reckon there's going to be people hacking me.
Yeah.
Send me money.
Yep.
We'll fly you over to Italy to be in this campaign for us. And then I'll get kidnapped.
Yep.
And you'll be paying the ransom.
I won't be paying the ransom.
No, not
That's
at
for
all.
nothing surer than that.
I don't think Krista, my wife, will be either.
No, if you're dumb enough to do that, you're fucking on your own.
You're on your own, champ. So anyway, I thought Are You Okay? Shows my softer side, and then all right, let's flip it now. Tony Mockpell's Thug.
Oh, mate.
Straight into it.
Hey, anyone with the such a deep a deep amount of depth of work that can
body of work
that can afford to put the Mockbell scene second and not first. He's just mind blowing,
mate. Well, this is perfect because I've gone from seeing if my mate's all right to all of a sudden smashing a woman against the wall. So already in the first 40 seconds, they're going, look at the range on this guy.
They'll just be thinking, what's next? Is it going to just be like porn?
Yeah, or is he going to be playing Gilbert Grape, or is he going to be doing like Brokeback Mountain style, just rooting a guy up the arse?
Or you could be just playing a black person.
Well, maybe I could just go yo, just like
playing
dunking in white people's faces, or just shooting up.
Yep.
People just blowing their brains out.
Could be an animal, a female, anything. This guy, is there anything this guy can't do?
What range does this guy have next? All right. Yep. So then I've gone. I didn't have much other professional stuff.
No, I think that was about it.
I couldn't find much.
2 minutes might have been a bit optimistic.
Yeah, I'm clawing at about a minute here. I thought I've got to try and fill this up with something.
Could you put a bit of stand-up in there?
I don't know if there's any of that stuff you'd want to put on a show reel as an actor.
Okay, yeah, good point.
Yeah, this is not good. I must admit, though, you had a few good act-outs on the weekend. You're getting right into it.
Yeah, it had a couple of beers.
You're very good.
And really, I don't know, what do you say? After a few beers,
Dutch courage.
Yeah, a bit of Dutch courage. You just don't care as much.
No, that's
if you could just carry that through life, what could you achieve? Yeah, you're getting a lot of car accidents.
Liver failure.
And
anyway.
Marriage would be an absolute mess.
It would be a nightmare.
Yep, so maybe you're better off just saving it for special occasions.
Just working past it.
Yep.
Starting the Dexies. So anyway, so things are dying off now. All the professional stuff. I didn't know how to get any of the stuff on the footy show for the suburban football. There was one of me eating a pie. I'm thinking,
oh, that was good.
That was pretty good.
Yeah,
that was pretty good. So now I've gone a while ago. Me and good mate who I mentioned before, Dave Boyle.
Oh, the Boyle.
Yeah, we filmed
hard-boiled egg.
The hard-boiled egg. The boils on his ass.
Yep.
We filmed a few sketches as cops.
Oh, I do remember those.
I played a cop where we're sitting in the car and he comes back with a donut.
Yeah.
We had this great idea, me and Boyle. We're going to be these cops and every sketch is going to be a new sketch with a donut.
Yep.
We got 3 sketches in and thought, this is fucking terrible.
Yeah, some of those ideas you have when you're a bit younger and you're starting out and you're green, they if they don't get traction straight away, you get a bit impatient, don't you?
And you lose hope.
Yeah, you lose hope quick sticks.
And you tag, mate, we tag cops, we tag police. I'm sending it to the St Kilda police station. I said, what do you reckon of this, boys? Is this hilarious? And didn't get a response.
It's not only not hilarious, boys, it's illegal.
It's illegal.
You're impersonating a police officer.
Funny that, because after that first one we filmed, I forgot. I sort of kept the cop uniform on. Have I told this on the thing?
I think you have, yeah.
Yeah, where I was sort of driving to bakery to pick up another donut because that was the other thing in this first one.
Yep.
Because what happens is a bit of background on the old acting stuff. When you go to eat, you don't actually eat it.
You don't eat the donut.
No, because you got to get a few different takes from a few different angles. Anyway,
You got to rebuild it.
Well, no, you're just not meant to eat it. But we both ate the fucking donut, so we ran out of donuts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who was filming this thing?
Chris Asher.
Okay.
Yeah, did a good job.
Yeah.
So I had that, and then I went into another one where we filmed where I was a bouncer.
Okay.
I'm sort of going a few different aspects here.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
sort of based around the same sort of thing. Cops, bouncers, thugs,
Yep.
guy at the pub asking if his mate's all right.
Certainly no sort of model stuff or like, or, hip guy at the bar
Or sex symbol.
No.
There's definitely no sex symbol stuff in there. So I went the bouncer and then chunked another one on where I was just chatting to a mate, talking about how great my weekend was and basically, and he sort of runs out because it's a fucking boring story. So it was sort of, I was channeling my story at the live podcast.
So after the first two, she really drops off a bit of a cliff there, doesn't she?
Yeah, it does. It's almost like that, all right, this guy's
you sort of hope
amateur.
You sort of hope they've signed you up after that first two, because sometimes they could have watched the first two, fuck, this guy's been in a bit, and then pen to paper, about to sign, and then
it's a
go
cop
into the third.
eating a donut.
Yeah, what's going on here?
This is no good. But anyway, so I've sent it to him. Me casting director, she said, brilliant. I think that was before she'd watched it.
Yep.
And because this is big, and we mentioned we've been talking about cows, and I said, well, why does she need this? Why does she need Evan Hocking's show reel?
Yep.
2 minutes of shit.
Yep.
He said, well, someone was looking at your profile and they said they've got a job and we want to put you forward just to see for sheep and cattle health. It's a big regional campaign.
Sounds exciting.
Yeah. So maybe a lot of that cow talk. Maybe they listened to the cow talk.
Yeah,
on the podcast last week.
Yeah, they like to think that's not falling on deaf ears.
Let's see if Evo knows a bit about cattle.
I think we were talking about fucking the cows, though, weren't we?
You said that.
Okay.
You said we were talking about the cattle. The cows, no, their lives are shit.
No, went down that dark.
You went down that dark path. But anyway, send it over there, and if I get this bad boy, I'll keep you posted.
Yep.
She is quite a handy little payday.
Oh wow!
Like, shall I say how much? I won't say how much. I won't say how much. That's a bit unprofessional.
Well, you might also lose it because of that.
Might also lose it. Yes, with all the listeners. But anyway, mate, I'll get the show reel up.
Fuck yeah, that's
and show you my range.
Wow, that's
as an actor.
That's exciting stuff. I certainly won't be sleeping much tonight till I see that show reel. It's got sit the family around the old
show the boys.
Yeah, they'll be pretty impressed, I imagine.
Oh, I reckon that's right up. Why would we watch Steph Curry and LeBron James and things like that when we can watch Evo's show reel?
Geez, the basketball's going good at the moment. Fuck.
Yeah, they're freaks though.
Did you see Steph Curry the other day call the timeout? Did we have this discussion?
We had the discussion.
Yeah. Jeez, he lost his mind for a second.
Yeah. It was, I didn't see, but yeah.
Yeah, anyway.
A bit silly of Steph, but he's done a lot of great things.
He's done, He
forgot to have his Dexies. He didn't know what was happening. So anyway, what are we at, mate? I reckon we're at an hour there.
Hang on. Here we go. Click, clack. Oh.
How you feeling? It was a bit. Yeah, we're good, but it is a bit of a, as you said,
anticlimactic.
We're back in the gym. It's sort of a beautiful day today, but
it was just electric in that room. It really was. The excitement,
apart from the little start bit.
Yeah,
and the garage story.
Look, that's sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it doesn't hurt to maybe get tackled early, to spray a kick early, and you realise, you know what, it's not going to come easy. I'm going to have to work for this. And maybe it worked, made us work a little harder, and that was for the benefit of everyone there and the listeners that are going to get to hear it in about 3 or 4 weeks.
Yeah, I reckon I'll get that out when one of the episodes when I'm overseas.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll have to pre-record a couple.
Yeah, it's all a bit of a blur. I'm looking forward to seeing it myself. Might make me physically sick, though. Maybe you can pop that on your next show reel. Doing
Me
sitting on
doing
the
a
shitter.
reverse kanga.
That'll get you some rolls.
I love that. Maybe a toilet paper ad.
Maybe stick to the.
But we
cow
do
route.
want to thank everyone who did
Ah,
come out to the live pod. It was pretty crazy after the start of the episodes were and the old stab at hacking.
I'll stab at hacking, which
stab at
your brother yelled out. Fuck, that was funny. That was my favourite moment. Just hearing him.
People were
fuck that up.
yelling out some of the. We did our top 5 highlights, top 5 episode. We didn't mention the Tiger King, which was a big
Which is
one.
insane.
Insane, yeah. We sort of
It was
really
pretty
missed that
popular,
one.
the Tiger King. But then your brother Heath, he got caught up in the moment, yelled out stab at hacking. And it just as it came out of his mouth, he realised what he'd said, and his head just dropped. And it was just a really special moment in good banter history. One I'll certainly remember for a long
I
time.
haven't seen his head drop that bad since Pendles kicked the winning goal.
Kicked 12 on him in the
Anzac
Anzac Day. Yeah.
Yeah. Jeez, he was disappointed with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so thanks to everyone who did come out, and to the people who came from up country in the day, then drove back, people who came from interstate, and obviously Josh and his female friend who came from New Zealand.
Yep.
It was an absolute corker.
Yeah, it really was. And I think that probably the thing that pleased me most was because you sit here and you don't know you don't know what's going on. You talk into this microphone. You don't know who's listening. You don't know what's going on out there. And then to see a room full, they were good people.
Good people.
They are good people. Just that people you'd love to have a beer with.
And we did dodge a bullet there with Sammy, didn't we? We've got to mention Sammy, who won the Patreon.
Oh yeah.
Piss up.
Yep.
He texted me or through the Instagram and said, "Oh mate, I've actually been off the booze for 100 days. I'm still going to come to the show, but."
So
Yeah, we didn't have to-
fucking hats off to you, Sammy, because as I assume he's had a few issues on the drink. He's got a few issues.
Maybe have a chat to Pickles.
Yeah, have it. Yeah,
And Pulsar.
yeah. There's so to be trying to get off the piss and then have your favourite podcast, or I assume one of your favourite podcasts, ring you up and say you've won a night out with them free piss. It's like someone trying to laugh the punt, winning a
Cordy?
winning
someone doing what?
winning
Sorry,
a betting account or something.
Oh,
winning
yeah.
a $500 betting account.
Yeah, you don't need
Yeah,
it.
you don't need it, and it's a temptation. But well done, mate. You bloody stuck at it. But look, I might have read it wrong. You might be sitting in a park somewhere drinking a bottle of Jack as we speak. We might have fucked your life up. But if we did, we hope it was worth it, mate.
Yeah, so thanks to everyone who came out. And do jump on the Patreon. We do appreciate everyone who's on the Patreon. There's another episode dropping Friday.
Yep.
Friday. So that's going to be huge.
Yeah, no, it's going to be something else.
It's going to be big. So get on the Instagram as well. Get on the Twitter if anyone's doing that.
Thanks for your support.
Give us a rating. Give us a review. And we'll catch you next week.
For some
Good banter.
good banter.